it's not living up to the way that it's advertised. So lots of false marketing in here, lots of product delivered not as advertised, lots of, you know, customer service issues. And then you'll get the oddball customer that says, hey, I had a great experience, never had a problem, yada, yada, yada. Five things that I like about this one are the finish. I like the build quality. It seems like the construction is above average. This one is torn apart, disassembled right now. There were some problems with it, and in order to figure that out, you have to take the whole thing apart. So when we go inside, it's not going to look as pretty. But that's not a, you know, I don't want to take anything away from them just because I have it destroyed. You just happen to be here today, and I don't have it put back together. But I like the fit and the finish. I like how it goes together. Assembly is pretty easy. It's not the easiest, but it's definitely not among the most difficult. Other things that I like the power density per cubic foot. It's pretty good. The preheat time is good. It's not as advertised, but it is good. Better than a lot of other saunas. And I also like that they use mixed heaters in here, which I think is kind of cool. I like that there's ceramic and carbon heaters in here. I like ceramic heaters in some configurations just because the surface temperature of them is hotter. So if you prefer a hotter, sauna experience, it's easy to, get that if you have ceramic heaters close to you. What else do I like? Oh, come in here. So another thing that I like, I don't know if I like it long term, but one of the things that I like is that they attempted to insulate the walls with this felt material. Now, it's a little premature for me to say whether long-term I like the idea of them putting this adhesive tape and sticking it in the walls. But if you can see, it's an 1/8 inch felt-based insulation material. It's dense. In theory, this would hold the heat in better in cold climates. I don't know how that is in actual, reality. I also don't know if I'd rather have the insulation be pressure fit than have an adhesive strip on the back because you are heating this up quite a bit. I like the fact that there's insulation. Like, that's a good idea. I love the fact that they're going above and beyond there. I don't know if I like how it was implemented. So you could take that for what it is. 5 things that I don't like about it. Oh, yeah. Well, as you can see, it's torn apart. So there's a bunch that I don't like about it after looking inside. So a lot of times I'll take the saunas apart and check them out. If you look at this sauna, generally, if you look at the heaters, well, you can't see them behind me, but usually it's a ceramic rod heater behind this grate. And what I don't like is that the felt is sprayed on with an adhesive, and you can kind of see that on the back. This is what it looks like. And so you have a 400 or 500 degree emitter that is basically heating up a metal shield, the heating grate, in front of the sauna. And the way that this is applied is not my favorite. The next thing that I don't like is if you come in here, when they build these, if you look down here, all I did was take this apart. These saunas are not clean. So in that cavity down there behind the wiring, there's tons of sawdust. There's sawdust on the back of the insulation, and you can't see that because
that's how it, wait. You're telling me that you got this and that's how it came? This isn't from you ripping it apart?
No, I mean, I don't do anything to it. All I did was take the screws out of it. All that stuff fell out.
Could have cleaned that a little bit.
It's not my favorite. So this is what also kind of was alarming to me about the installation, because there's like adhesive tape in here and stuff, and I don't know what these extra boards, I don't know about the construction of this. I like the idea of it, but long term, and for the price of this sauna, I would prefer when you take, just a single heater out, that it's a lot cleaner. There's no sawdust in it, and so on and so forth. I mean, the biggest thing that I don't like about this sauna is the customer service and the people. I mean, they've notoriously been dishonest about stuff. I'll show you, one of the things that I found when taking it apart in a second. They have a history of bullying customers. If anybody leaves a bad review, they threaten you. They'll tell you that they're going to get their lawyers after you and do this and do that. Basically the same thing that they do to me. But if they're willing to do that to me, what they're willing to do to their customers is totally insane. But what I wanted to show you is they also don't stand behind the product. When it's delivered not as advertised, or if you have an issue with it, Trying to submit a warranty claim and get people to fix it is terrible. But they have good lawyers, so they get all their bad reviews removed. And so it is what it is. But basically, when you buy this sauna, when you look at the website, it's advertised in a particular way. You're told that you should buy this because it has upgraded wiring shielding, it has low EMF levels, it has low VOC levels. It would be pretty difficult to have this sauna have as low a VOC level with sawdust, sprayed on heater guard felt, and basically just the materials used in it. It also is a cedar sauna. I like the smell of it at first, but it's pretty dang strong if you're using it for hours at a time, multiple times a week. No, that's just a personal preference. Some people, like that. Other people don't like that. But the biggest thing that I don't like is that it's advertised as low EMF, low ELF, and also low EMR, or whatever the third type is that they list on the website. And so they want you to spend extra money for their wire shielding, but their wire shielding doesn't actually extend all the way to the user. So they have, if you look at this black shielding that's peeled back on the connector, that's zip tied together. I like that it's zip tied because it protects against this clip, breaking or coming loose. At the same time, if you're paying for a product like this, I expect to see the wire shielding extend all the way to the heater termination, and it doesn't. And so when that's touted as one of the selling points, and then when you test it with an EMF meter and it reads really high, and this is also compounding that issue, I find that to be a problem. And, just in general, it's not living up to the way that it's advertised. So lots of false marketing in here, lots of product delivered not as advertised, lots of, customer service issues. And then you'll get the oddball customer that says, hey, I had a great experience, never had a problem, yada, yada, yada. Other thing that I don't like about this is quality control. I love the way that it's constructed. I like the assembly. It's fairly easy, but a couple of screw mounts, are not machined correctly. The holes don't line up. So then you're sitting here with a drill and you have to, either force it to go together or use a different type of fastener. And that's not an isolated incident. It's happened repeatedly for multiple customers, not just me. But other than that, overall, it's the performance of the sauna. It's better than average, though, which I do like. But it's also not as advertised. They say that it gets to 170 degrees in less than an hour. I've done it over and over and over. And I've also contacted other people in the Facebook group that have these, and it's the same thing. It gets to 150 in an hour, never goes above 150, 155. Doesn't really deliver on, those promises either. And one of the selling points to probably spring for one of these is, that it gets to a temperature range that somebody like Dr. Rhonda Patrick would say, would be adequate. When in fact, you try it in your house after you pay for it, get it, set it up, it doesn't. So if there's something that you like from today's video, or you're looking for more resources, at CertifiedSaunas.com on the homepage, there's recommended sauna resources. If you're looking for a brand, a size, a model, reviews, installation videos on how to put them together. We have step-by-step tutorials that show you how to receive a sauna, how to prep your house for it. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you so you don't have to wade through 4 hours of YouTube video to find the exact thing that you're looking for. But a lot of times in these episodes, I'll mention sauna hats, sauna accessories, different types of electrolyte supplements. If you want to put an infrared sauna in a cold basement or unheated garage, there's accessories or additional supplemental heat that you can add to it. If you continue down, you'll find everything that you're looking for that we've mentioned today. In addition to CertifiedSaunas.com, you can go to the Facebook group, which is the Certified Sauna community on Facebook. It's our sauna group. There's no hardcore pitching. There's thousands of members in there that offer really, really, really good advice. I learn from them every day. I'm also contributing and answering questions in there every day. In addition to that, you can go to the Amazon store. A lot of people have requested on where to buy sauna towels, sauna hats, different various supplements, minerals, electrolytes. Now we have all this in one place on various lists on this Amazon store. So you can go to this one link and everything will be right there for you. See you in the next video.